Today I'm going to show you how to replace the thermistor in the Sprite extruder from Creality. I am using a Ender S1 Plus. I'm starting to have thermal runaway problems. A good indication that your thermistor is bad is looking here at the temperature, and unless you were in the freezer you wouldn't be reading minus 15 degrees, so that is a good indication that your thermistor is gone. And obviously if you go and try to heat up the printer, it will throw the thermal runaway message. The message itself might be different depending if you're using Clipper or if you're using the screen itself, but like I said, if you're reading negative numbers in your nozzle, that is always a good indication that your thermistor is gone. That might be a very simple and easy fix for your thermal runaway problems. So I'm gonna cover the whole process here in this video, and hopefully that will be a cheap fix for my Ender. So like I said, if you try preheat it, it sets the nozzle temperature to 200, but obviously it doesn't pick up, showing still minus 15. And if you wait a few seconds, you see the bed is picking up. So I think power is being sent to the heater in the bed, but at the same time it's doing in the nozzle, but the printer doesn't receive the feedback of it increasing. If you don't touch the nozzle, it's probably going to be warming up. And a few seconds later, if the printer sends max power and doesn't see temperature rising on the nozzle, it's gonna stop, so it doesn't melt or burn anything, and it will throw the runaway message. There you go. So abnormal temperature, that's what it says on the stock firmware. Abnormal nozzle temperature, abnormal platform temperature, temperature deviations beyond fluctuation range. Other models might throw a different error. I know the V2 sends a different and simplified message, but again, if you look at the temperature of the nozzle itself, that will be the first indication that the thermistor is gone. All you really need is to power off your machine, or unplug it from the power if you're not comfortable just doing that. And you need to take out these 5 bolts here in the right hand side of the carriage, and obviously take the connection and the ribbon cable out, so you can remove the whole assembly and things will be a lot easier to replace. There are 2 sizes of the bolts that you see here. The top ones are a bit bigger, but they should be very straightforward to remove. So just take them out. And the bottom ones are slightly smaller, so you take a smaller Allen wrench and just do the same. And you will notice that the whole assembly is already getting wobbly. So as soon as you remove them too, you can just take it out. It's going to be very easy to replace the thermistor itself. Just wiggle that a little bit and the whole assembly will come out in your hands. Once you took that out, it's that easy to have a look. So look, compare yours again to mine. There should be a few different versions of it. And the thermistor is here at the bottom, connected directly to the heater block. So this is the connector itself, and it goes there into the heating block. To replace it, it's very simple. You just need to take this silicone sock out, and that will reveal a little bit of a group screw that you have in there. This model has 2 of them. Take this out. See, there are 2 group screws there. So the left one is the one that holds the thermistor. It actually holds the heating carriage as well, but it should be just the one that you need to remove the thermistor. So if you take the smallest Allen wrench from your kit. Undo that group screw, and hopefully you don't have it very tight and lodged into. Sometimes it can deform, sometimes it can get really stuck and you need to kind of dig the thermistor out of the block. But fortunately mine here was just easy enough to pull and it came out. Sometimes the wires break and you don't have anything to pull, so just get a little drill or something thin enough and try to pull the this little metal tip out. So I'm gonna throw this away and obviously get a replacement. And the installation is pretty much the reverse of what we just done. So you push that in, try to push as much as you can until it bottoms out, and then obviously just try focusing here a little bit, try to make it flush with the outside there so you can read the temperature of the heating block as better as it could, and then obviously get the group screw back and screw that back in. You notice mine here as I'm screwing, it's popping out a little bit, but that should be the way that it's threading in the metal case. So I don't see a big problem on that. That shouldn't be an issue if yours do the same. And then obviously just connect that to the connector, make sure everything is snug and secured, and just connect the connector again. And obviously now you put the silicone sock back in, so you have your assembly ready to go back. To put the whole assembly back together, it's that easy. You just make sure you locate the holes and everything is secured in the carriage, and then as you bolt them up, and again remember the flat head bolts are in the top and the pan heads are in the bottom. Just need to tighten them up and install the ribbon cable. To install the ribbon cable, you just push it from the top like that and make sure the side clips will merge and hold the whole thing. And there's also this little bracket here, just pass it through and there you go. Now let's gonna test it. Power that on. The moment of truth. And this is already showing signs of progress. You see, I've just picked that little change in temperature here, which means, well, first of all, it's not reading -15. I'm not in the freezer or anything, so that's really good. And now I can just go into the usual heating, preheating of PLA, for example, and hopefully I will not have the heating temperature messages any longer. Doing the first homing before showing the menu. If you click in manual preheat PLA, Nozzle is set to 60. And let's just watch it. Temperature is climbing. So that was that easy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.